Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our webinar, How Small and Medium Businesses Can Modernize the Network with Cisco and CDW. My name is Abel Riveron, and I'm a solutions architect here at CDW, specializing in networking. I'll be here to guide you through the session, help manage the flow, and make sure your questions get answered during our Q&A. It's my pleasure to introduce our presenter from Cisco, Steve Anderson, who brings a wealth of experience in the Cisco AI for small and medium businesses. But before we dive into the presentation, I would like to go over a few quick housekeeping items to help you get the most out of today's session. Next item, please, or next slide, Stephen. So first off, this session is being recorded, and we will be sharing the recording with all of the registrants after the event. So if you missed anything or want to revisit the content, you'll have access to it. Please use the Q&A panel to submit your questions at any time during the webinar. We'll have a dedicated QA session at the end, but feel free to send your questions in as they come up. If you experience any technical issues by refreshing your browser or the WebEx app, or check your audio settings, you can also use the chat to let us know if you need help. And last but not least, stay until the end. And don't forget, everyone attending live today will be entered into a draw to win a pair of custom Nike sneakers. With that, let's get started. I'll now hand it over to our presenter, Stephen Anderson, who will be walk us through how Cisco AI-powered networking solutions can help to modernize your infrastructure and more. So over to you, Steve.
Awesome. Thanks, Abel. Truly appreciate the introduction and everybody joining here today. I'm Steve Anderson. I'm one of the Cisco account executives for our small and medium business. I've had the pleasure of being with Cisco for over a decade now. It's truly a phenomenal company, and to partner with such a great partner here with CDW, I couldn't be happier to be here on the eve of a phenomenal experience that's going to happen in Toronto with the Blue Jays. So appreciate everybody taking their time and spending it with us. So I want to get the most out of this for everybody on the call. So please leverage the chat and we'll try to address everything at the end. And I know I'm between you and a potential chance of winning some Nike sneakers. So let's dive right in. I want to share how Cisco is helping customers in their AI journey and alongside the One Cisco story. It is imminent that we are at the start of the most significant transformation in how people live and work. Similar to the internet, then to cloud, now all day, every day, all we hear is about AI. The pandemic has permanently altered the landscape of work and how we're going to be working. And the way things were done are no longer the way they're going to be done moving forward. This massive AI transformation has every organization rethinking how they operate. Yesterday's approach doesn't support today's reality. If you look at the data center space, high latency, low efficiency were very frustrating in the past. Now this triggers data center refreshes to fulfill this massive AI investment. Therefore, organizations need to reimagine the data center to support new AI workloads, both increasing bandwidth, efficiency, sustainability, operations simplicity. That means reimagining where, how people work, serve their customers, and provide service. Expectations have also changed, but most organizations haven't. So we need to rethink workspaces as a whole and how to deliver a better and more secure experience. But we can only reimagine the data center if we first build a foundation of digital resiliency. This brings me to how Cisco is powering this new approach of people and technology working together across both physical and digital worlds. Three puzzle pieces come into play here. AI-ready data centers, future-proof workspaces, and digital resiliency. As more customers are maturing in their AI capabilities, it is important to know that we deliver AI-ready data centers to power AI workloads anywhere. We have comprehensive infrastructure to move data inside and outside your data center, the compute to power the workloads, and the storage to support it all. But networking for AI is only one piece of the puzzle. Future-proof workspaces are modernizing everywhere people work, and we keep the data center, the workspace, the entire digital footprint resilient against types of threats and leading security assurances and observability. I want to dive deeper more into future-proof part of the puzzle. The other areas, excuse me, other areas everything is transforming in as a workspace. The user experience is critical to every organization's success. From the plant worker to the robot in the factory floor, to the healthcare worker in the hospital, to the social worker in their car, and the sales associate in the retail store, and of course the office worker in the campus, branch, or home. Cisco uniquely combines networking, security, collaboration to power everywhere people work and serve their customers while reducing costs, improving productivity, and meeting sustainability goals. You've been asking for it, and now it's here. We're simplifying our platforms. Traditionally, we had a cloud-based model and an on-prem model. Now we're unifying the platforms. Everything is coming together. A single intelligent platform. Today, you can use common management and common licensing to support and run all common hardware. Unified management is available today. End-to-end assurance is available. And AI Assistant is in beta for faster troubleshooting. Management across all Cisco networking platforms is in beta right now, and it will be soon to be released. I want to introduce some agentic ops. This is a super powerful leading edge technology that Cisco is introducing. The AI Canvas is out and the AI Assistant's coming. So Cisco AI Canvas is Cisco's first generative user interface designed for cross-domain IT operations. It provides and shares intelligent workspaces that unifies real-time telemetry, AI insights, team collaboration into a single view. Built on agentic ops, AI Canvas transforms how network operations, security operations, and application teams solve problems, enabling faster troubleshooting and execution across multiple domains. Cisco AI Assistant is a generative AI powered solution designed to simplify and expedite network security operations across various Cisco platforms. It provides conventional natural language interfaces that allows users to interact with their network environment by asking questions, troubleshooting issues, and automating routine tasks. At the end of the day, to give you time back to provide more to your companies and to your operation. Now, looking at some of the new technologies that are coming out, we won't dive deep into each particular one. And this is where, a combination of your Cisco and CDW account teams, along with the technical resources, would happy to dive into some of this. But what's truly exciting here is that we're announcing an entire lineup of new networking devices purpose-built for AI. These devices have the capability to handle additional domains on the network, which is where we expect to see exponential growth over the next few years. These are not just high performance. These are highly secure, ready to defend against the most sophisticated new attacks. Securing employees is table stakes. Security is the top of the mind of all organizations, from the C-level down, and even in our day-to-day lives. Visibility is key. Find all use of shadow AI apps across the organization, like ChatGPT and Copilot, along a plethora of others. Detection. Assess risks of third-party apps and get context around devices, location, network, and so much more. Protection. Control access and protect prompts, answers from from exposing sensitive internal data and external, the spread of threats, all using best-in-class ML models. When we look at the future proof of workspace, enhancing collaboration and productivity is so key. With the transformation of office work, homework, hybrid work, working from coffee shops, truly how the pandemic has changed the workforce. And I know we're all sick and tired of hearing the word pandemic, but it has truly changed how we work, how we live. So looking into meetings, if you join right at the start of a meeting, or for folks that might even be joining this meeting in the middle, leveraging the meetings, being able to get meeting recaps, tasks, leverage AI to take your notes for you and quickly summarize at the end, really saves me so much time in my day, along with providing recaps at the end, is huge. Conversations. It's how we all do business. It's how we get projects done. It's truly how we collaborate, is all through conversations. Fuel real-time knowledge base, and the future with AI generated chats and voice and summaries that boost agents' performance. This is built into the WebEx contact center. This is huge. We know that we're not the only ones that do it. It's how call centers work, and several other things. We use them on a day-to-day basis outside of work as well. When we're troubleshooting things at our home, your fridge goes down, you got to call Samsung or whatever to get everything done. So it's truly AI embedded in the back end that is transforming the speed and efficiency of how we're getting things done in today's world. When you look at your campus refresh, there's two options for you. The legacy style of a refresh, IT as a cost center, older gear, we got to replace it, low density of connectivity, collaboration, addressing some needs and things like that. The way we're going is really truly to future-proof your refresh. No longer is IT a cost center. IT is the hero. Medium and high density workspaces getting modernized. The future-proof of your network, looking at that next 5 to 7 years, of, how is this AI journey inside your organization going to transpire? Between CDW and Cisco, we're here. We're not going anywhere. This is the future of both of our companies, and we're here to jump alongside in your journey. Integrating with validating stacks to help lower total cost of ownerships. Huge thing is reduce the complexity, better management, and most of all, better security to allow you to scale with inside your organizations. Cisco is the only company to combine the power of the network platform with security, observability, and collaboration. At Cisco, we've been trusted to provide secure, proficient, and reliable networks for over 40 years now. It's not easy. It's not an easy task to share all the high-level updates of everything exciting that we're doing right now. But along with CDW's support, we are happy to dive deeper in all areas to support you in every evolving step of your business. 31 million network devices is managed on our platform today. Yep, you heard me correct. 31 million. With 1 billion clients connecting monthly. But when you work with Cisco, you get much more than that. We're the only company to bring the power of the network together with industry-leading security, observability, collaboration, and at incredible scale. Our long-standing leadership position in our categories let us deliver better outcomes and more value to our customers at any point in their journey. Back to my slide around IT as a hero. This is more of a visual slide, really trying to show, how do we improve? How do we make our CISO and the IT manager's lives a little bit more simple across many different, how is real estate planning? Do they have the right mix of rooms, desks as we're moving back into, a hoteling model? Or are we bringing people back in the office 4 or 5 days a week? Like we're seeing in some of the larger announcements in the news with the banks, and it trickles down across all levels of business. Facilities, they're starting to plan their staffing, scheduling maintenance, cleanings, all that kind of stuff. On the OT side, asset tracking, things are moving inside and outside of the network, home, Starbucks, kids sporting events, everything. Environmental monitoring. Everybody's got a sustainability, or I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of organizations have sustainability goals. It's something that's near and dear to our heart at Cisco. We track it. We talk about it as an organization. It's something that we truly care about. And that goes into how we build our products, how we sell our products, and how our customers use our products. When we start looking at some of the hybrid small to medium business models that we work in day after day, how we come to the office, how we show up, with WebEx devices, leveraging video calls like you're seeing me on today, on my Desk Pro, alongside making sure that we're secure with our multi-factor authentication, with our with Cisco Umbrella being able to secure you both in the office and out of the office through VPNs, Cisco WebEx being able to deliver this fantastic webinar to everybody, but also to have that one-on-one chat as well. And then through contact centers and WebEx calling on how you and your organizations support your clients. This is something that we can help you end to end with And it's such a strong story that none of our competitors can help us with. From the remote side, when we're out of the office, providing the capabilities for customers and clients to maintain and manage their different office locations across the branch, the campus, home, wherever you are, to make sure that our customers, our employees both have a reliable network. We as IT teams have the policy enforcements, the ability for observability to predict and monitor outages, downtimes, upgrades, and everything across, what keeps us up at night. Looking at the secure SMB, this is one aspect that I find we don't spend a lot of time on, but it's extremely valuable. The pandemic brought it up, but looking at air quality, things that typically weren't top of mind for those in the IT space has really changed. Looking at air quality sensors, open door sensors. Maybe you're in the manufacturing space and those, you've got freezers with thousands or millions of dollars worth of product. Making sure that those sensors allow you to monitor and track the open and the door of the freezers and things like that. And that use case can be put across all different lines of business and different industries. And one thing that you'll see here is the people counting. So when we look back into, talking to our facilities teams and things like that, it's a care about to make sure that we're making sure we're using the real estate that we're paying for, making sure that, we know where people are going, how they're flowing through the office, or it could be how your customers are flowing through your sites at the same time, to make sure we're marketing things correctly. We're getting high margin products in the right spaces, all this kind of stuff. It's truly a powerful way to drive revenue to your business through ways that in the past have potentially been overlooked. And underpinning this all is security. Security. It keeps everybody up at night, in the IT space, also in your personal life. So, this is looking at both the physical and the cybersecurity aspect of the workforce. Now, when we look into Cisco as a whole, we've made it. Oh, apologies. One more slide here. So looking at the smart SMB, now we're talking about cameras, recording, all this kind of transforming rooms and buildings and spaces into assets. They're no longer just a room where people go to meet. How do we turn this into a corporation asset to help drive business, to create creativity, to inspire collaboration, and to drive efficiency through automations and analytics? You'll see that there's a lot of different overlaps from these four pictures, because that's where the Cisco One story truly is impactful. It's not just one company selling a point product. We're here to partner with you alongside our fantastic partner CDW to drive the outcomes that you and your business partners and your peers are looking to drive throughout your organizations. When we look at how Cisco has evolved over the last few years, Cisco Enterprise Agreements, our EAs, are table stakes. This is the way that we're transforming our business to help our customers consume Cisco technology in an easier and more efficient way. Cisco Enterprise Agreements provide 5 key benefits. 1, simplified purchasing and management. 2, financial flexibility, and most of all, financial predictability. For all of us going to talk to the CFO or whoever's building out the budgets, if you can go have that conversation with a more predictable financial outcome, there's no better way than a Cisco EA to go have that conversation. 3, ease of consumption and scalability. This helps you allow along your journey as your company expands into new markets, into growth, your EA grows with you. And it's so, going back to the point 1, it's so much more simplified on the management side. Operational efficiency and support. Cisco has a team alongside CDW to help you through your EA journey, to make sure that you're optimizing the licenses that you have purchased, to make sure that you're consuming it and getting the most out of the technologies through health checks and several other different touch points along the way to truly make sure that you're getting the ROI. And lastly, the cost savings and the ROI. These all tie in together. These are all huge, and how we then take you to the next step to make sure. We all know in the current times that budget constraints are real in the current economy and everything. So how Cisco and CDW can partner alongside you as a true business partner to both provide cost savings, free you up on the management side, help you guys scale as organizations, all at the same time to make sure that you're seeing your ROI. It really is a win for your organization. So with that being said, that's the end of my presentation. I want to move into the next steps. First and foremost, engage your teams. By your teams, I mean truly your CDW and Cisco account teams. Engage your CDW AMs. They are your spearhead into our organizations to truly get you the resources and the information to help make the most educated and strategic purchases to lead us into the next partnership. Now, talking into a lot of what we covered today around our security platforms, our Cisco networking, our cloud networking organization, one of the huge things that we provide is the see, try, buy method. Now, as you're looking at implementing new technologies, upgrading new technologies, seeing what's new out there as you're evolving through your AI journey, Cisco is here to help you with trials. The see, try, buy method is like nothing else in the industry. We actually send out brand new gear, get it embedded in your environment so you can try it, provision it, leveraging AI capabilities with preset configurations and all this kind of great things. And then once you have it, there's no reason to send it back. It's in your environment. Keep it running. Keep your customers, keep your employees, keep your management all secure, connected on a reliable one platform. So with that being said, I know hopefully we've drummed up a lot of questions. I wanted to keep a lot of time for Q&A. You've got Abel and myself. We're here to help support you. On behalf of CDW and Cisco, I want to thank you for your valuable time this afternoon. I'll pass it back to Abel. I know we've got some time here, and the floor is yours. Abel, I think you're on mute. I'm having some trouble hearing you. It might just be me.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen, for the great presentation. Can you hear me now?
Yep, all good now.
Okay. Yeah, switching between different outputs. So we have been monitoring the chat and for the Q&A, and we don't have any questions in the chat. So we're opening the floor now for the attendees to provide their questions. I mean, if there is any.
You can't tell me it was that good or that bad that we didn't spark any conversation.
So yeah, we have some questions now coming into the chat. So first question we have this. There was some chat around AI. Is there any data used for AI safe somewhere for further use or training, and it is anonymized?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that clearly.
Yeah. Now we have some questions coming into the chat. So first question is, there was some chat about or around AI, and is the data used for AI safe somewhere for further use or training, and is it anonymized?
Yeah, so I don't totally understand the question, but yes, I mean around security and is the data secure? Absolutely. You know, that's within the Cisco organization, that's absolute table stakes, right? You know, everything that we do has a security first focus around, you know, we like to call it no naked networks. And what that truly means is, you know, embedding security in all aspects of the network. So, you know, hopefully that answered your question. And for whoever answered that question, if we need to dive deeper in, absolutely, let's dive deeper. Engage your CDW account team alongside us, and we'd be more than happy to dive in deeper there.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. So we have a couple of more questions coming. So so the other one is, does CDW take care of the Cisco partnership? So
I mean, I'd love to learn a little bit more about that. But from a Cisco partnership, you know, CDW is our strongest partner. So you know, it's taking care of it. The best way to say it is it's a two-way street. We both take care of each other. So, but at the end of the day, the partnership doesn't exist if we don't take care of our customers. So, yes, we are the vendor. Technically, CDW is in the middle, and then there's the client at the end. But we truly don't look at it that way. You know, it's a one team approach, top down from the leadership on both organizations, that we show up to our customers as one. So, in terms of who takes care of the partnership, it's a joint effort. We're the manufacturer. You know, they're providing solutions, support alongside of our technology. But the best way to put it is it's one team showing up to you and to other clients.
Thanks, Stephen. So I have another question here. This one seems to be more related to the Cisco Meraki switches. So, customer is asking, so if we already have Cisco switches, in this case Meraki, in our network, how will you help us to make sure our network is secure. So we'll provide just a quick from the CDW standpoint and our pre-sales and professional services team. So it's quick coming from our side. We can help you to assess your current network environment to make sure that not only from the networking, but also from the security standpoint, your network, in this case, your Meraki environment remains or stays safe, right? And again, it's all about best practices. But yeah, we can definitely help with that.
Yeah.
Starting with the network assessment, right? Focusing maybe on the security side of the fence for your environment.
Yeah, no, and just to add on to that, in true partnership, the network assessment would be a fantastic place to start. Our true security story is a layered approach, right? Like this sophisticated attacks of today are coming from so many different angles. But with being the old term of being like the plumber of the network and seeing so many, having so many devices, having 1 billion connections, like that we see alongside, we have the largest security assessment pool through Talos outside of some of the federal governments. And, we see over 800 million threats per day and different attacks coming in and things like that. So, through the visibility of the network, it allows our security to see so much more. I'd love for whoever had that question, we can double down alongside, with CDW to dive a little bit deeper into, great, love hearing that you've got Meraki, but let's double click into it to see, where we could help you on the security side.
Excellent. Thanks, Stephen. So yeah, we have more questions coming up here. So next question is in regards to documentation and knowledge about the Cisco, right? So we have another attendees asking for, so we also have a couple of Cisco switches, and we will be interested in learning more about, the switches, the technology we have. Our team manager couldn't join this presentation, but we already have a CW account manager. They're asking if they internally approve a follow-up meeting, who from our side should contact, if it will be directly us, or in this case, I will say that, well, reach out to your account manager, and from there, that will be the starting point to continue the journey of, internally in CW to probably get a training or provide you with whatever, documentation, collaterals you need to get to know more, learn more about your existing Cisco technology deployed in your organization.
Yeah, to add on to that, like leverage your CDW team to be the spear into our organizations. It's such a strong partnership. There's so much overlap from unbelievable technical resources. The in-house staff that CDW has is like no other in the industry. So partnering with CDW alongside us with our resources, we can absolutely address, any questions, concerns, and, show you kind of where we're looking to go, similar use cases, anything like that. Between the two organizations, we're here to help support you along your way. But start with the spear of your CDW AM.
Thanks, Stephen. So I think we have one more question here in regards to the security. In this case, well, attendee is asking for, can data be solely isolated within Canada for security reasons? So they make sure that all the data is classified and doesn't exit Canada.
Yeah, this is huge, especially inside a lot of our public sector accounts. I can definitely, we can take a note and get back to you. I know, like in WebEx specifically, we have data centers in Canada for that reason, like for solvency reasons, to make sure that data is staying, in country, it's not leaving, all this kind of stuff. Because in order to play ball with, the federal government and other government entities, it's absolutely necessary. So if there's specific requirements or data solvency questions that you have, we can definitely take it offline and dive deeper. But the short answer is yes.
Hey everyone, it's Katie from the Cisco team. Steve, I think you answered that perfectly. I just wanted to add on too, on the Meraki side, we also now have data sovereignty through Meraki data centers. So I think what Steve said is perfect. For the person who asked that question, we'll follow up with you to just validate exactly which type of data, what type of environment you're using today, so we can make sure that we're giving you the perfect answer. But Cisco's made really big strides in the last few years to be able to do the data sovereignty. So yep, thanks very much.
Thank you, Gary. So I don't see any more questions coming into the chat. So
Perfect. Well, I mean, yeah, if no one has any burning questions that they want to ask, if questions do come up after, you digest some more information or go do some research on your own, hopefully we spark some interest and some further on conversations. Engage your CDW team. The two organizations are behind you. We're here to support you. We'll connect you with the right people to make sure, all questions, concerns, and future opportunities are addressed. Yeah, and with that, truly appreciate